profession that you want to do. However, what really takes the employee or the student or whatever further down is his or her communication skills. Also, when we talk about getting into universities, it is about the presentation that you make, the interview that you crack, the group discussion that you might participate in. And coming back to organizations, we've seen some really high potential employees, but unfortunately they could not progress much into their in their careers because they couldn't express themselves. So yes, probably later on in the coming few months we can talk about it into detail and see what.
Absolutely. And so as you all know, because I can see many new participants today, and obviously we have Askar sir with us today. Thank you so much for tuning in, Askar sir. This is such an honor.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Thank you. Oh, honor is mine. Fine, thank you. How are you?
Thank you. We're all very well. I think if you remember, and especially this message goes out to the expert speakers, हम लोगों की ये एक कोशिश है. It's obviously a very small initiative on our part. Obviously, Padho and Padha was founded by Mrs. Nikhat Jameel. Mrs. Sana Junaid and I are truly blessed to have co-founded this initiative along with her. And over these last 2 years, हम लोग इतना ज़्यादा evolve हुए हैं और हम लोगों ने यही realize करा है कि सबसे पहले हम अपने सबकॉन्टिनेंट, स्पेशली ऑब्वियसली पाकिस्तान एंड इंडिया के जो लोग जो बच्चे हैं उनकी तरफ फोकस करें. एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई हैड अ स्पेशल रिक्वेस्ट फॉर आवर स्पीकर्स एज वेल कि प्लीज हम लोग बीच में जरा उर्दू में भी बोलें, बिकॉज देयर आर सो मेनी होम मेकर्स हियर हु वांट टू डू सो मच फॉर देयर चिल्ड्रन. And unfortunately, एक चीज जो उनको रोक देती है is because they're not comfortable in speaking English, which is absolutely fine. And that is why we've come back to communication, that how important it is to stress on our communication skills, because when it comes to kids, I've got a high schooler in the house, and I've seen the way that she has evolved from because she's gone through 3 different curriculums. And I myself, I went to a school in which the Indian curriculum was followed. I'm a very proud alumni of International Indian School of Jeddah, and I'm sure many of you, in fact, Mr. Anzar Khan and Mr. Sameer, they are both, and Raed, they are all alumni of this extremely prestigious organization. But then when we want to go to the universities in the West, hamari academics are, and that I'm sure that goes for the Pakistani International School as well. Academics pe to koi hame touch nahi kar sakta. But when it comes to expressing ourselves and communication, wahan jaake zara hum thoda sa struggle karte hain. And hence we have come back to this very important topic. Okay, why are summer internships so important to high schoolers? आप लोग प्लीज यूनिवर्सिटी तक या अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी डिग्रीज खत्म करने का ना वेट करें. डोंट वेट टिल यू फिनिश योर फॉर्मल स्कूलिंग एंड हाई स्कूल एंड ग्रेजुएट एंड पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट. वो जो हमारे यहाँ जो कॉन्सेप्ट होता है पाकिस्तान और इंडिया में, वो चीज को हम बहुत पीछे छोड़ चुके हैं. आप मत वेट करिए कि आप कॉलेजेस में आए, आप हाई स्कूल में ही प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस अपना डेवलप करना शुरू कर दें, because that will help you get into better universities, inshallah. And at the end of the day, that's what we're striving for a lot of things. Okay, but हम जो स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं उनको एक सबसे ज्यादा जो बड़ी दुआ दी जाती है, वो यही दुआ दी जाती है कि नहीं, तुम्हें पढ़ लिख के एक अच्छा इंसान बनना है, and strive in academic excellence. And now sorry, I want to just bring in Dr. Sumbul. Welcome from Australia. How are you? We can't hear you.
Sorry. Hi, hello, Samira. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Thank you for inviting me to this platform. I'm happy to contribute today. I'm in Singapore, by the way, not in Australia.
I don't even know. I don't even know what do I say. I'm so sorry. My sincere apologies. Yes, of course, you're in Singapore, and all our speakers were so modest today that they refused to dwell more on their achievements. So let's just. It's 2:09 here in Saudi Arabia. Let's just start. We have quite a few participants already. So, Mr. Samir, can we please bring you in to this open mic session and your 2 cents worth on our topic today? That why is it important for high schoolers to do summer internships?
Thank you, Samira. Firstly, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be a part of Padho and Padhao. Certainly, ये मेरे लिए एक honor है, एक privilege है कि मैं अपनी थोड़ी बहुत जो भी मुझे experience हुआ है उसको मैं बच्चों के साथ share कर सकूं and as importantly share it with the parents. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So, आज का टॉपिक बहुत ही relevant है, extremely relevant topic because कोविड ने हम लोग को बहुत चीजें सिखाई हैं. उनमें से एक चीज जो कोविड ने हमको सिखाई है कि हमको अपने आप को हमेशा कैसे चेंज करना चाहिए, कैसे अडैप्ट करना चाहिए. Now, linking this to the particular topic that we have, that is called the relevance, or I would say the utter importance of having high schoolers doing an internship. So, मैं अगर अपना छोटा सा experience बताऊं, way back in 1993, 94, जब मैंने अपना high school किया था in India, I had done an internship in an export company. So that was quite unusual for a kid to go around to offices. So yeah, that was an experience that I still cherish. So before we get into this, let me just give you a quick introduction about myself. My name is Samir Arabi, and I've been working since the past 20 years in the field of learning and development, talent development. Now, for the kids who are here, it's a very interesting and an exciting field where मेरा काम होता है कि लोगों को train करना, लोगों को companies में opportunities देना, companies को अपनी leadership बताना, को develop करना, क्योंकि they need to make sure they have the right people at the right place. क्योंकि किसी भी company, किसी भी organization का जो सबसे बड़ा asset होता है, it's not the product that they manufacture, it's not the fancy offices that they have or the factories that they have. Their biggest asset, उनकी सबसे important चीज जो होती है, it's their people. So my job is to make sure that we have the right people at the right place and develop them. So I really love what I do, and I have been doing this since the past almost 20 years. A little about me, I'm from India, and I've had the privilege of working in Saudi Arabia, in India, in the UK as well. Some of my interests are, I love reading, I love traveling, I love watching Marvel movies. So any DC fans here, please leave. I'm not interested in you guys. Okay, I'm just joking. Okay. So yeah, I love movies, especially Marvel movies. I also enjoy unknowingly and sometimes knowingly as well, embarrass my teenage 15-year-old son. So that's a hobby that I have, to make sure that I embarrass him whatever I can. Also, I fight and I nag my elder brother, and I bully my younger sister. Even though I'm 45 years old, this still happens. So all the siblings, be prepared for it. ये जिंदगी भर चलता रहेगा. भाई बहन में लड़ाई झगड़ा, annoy करना, bully करना. And my sister is here, I think, on the call, so she can vouch for that. So this is a little about me. So coming to summer internship, many of us are here in Saudi Arabia. Some of us, I think, are in Pakistan, in India. अब summer internship और high school internship इतनी important इसलिए है क्योंकि especially when you apply for universities in the West, it's like Samira rightfully said, it's not just your scores, your academics that count. What matter is that when you apply, you have to tell them exactly what are the extra things that you have done in your life to develop yourself. May it be any kind of social work, may it be any kind of work experience. Now, a question comes, कि हम 10th में हैं, हम 11th में हैं. How can I do a summer internship? How can I do an internship? Now, there are many opportunities and options for that. Because a lot of companies, if you just go to them, you have your friends, you have your parents' friends, उनसे आप बात करें और कहें कि क्या opportunity है जहां I can go and help myself and go ahead and do an internship. Because internship के बहुत फायदे हैं. Number one, जो हम जिस एज में है हाई स्कूल और उसके बाद यूनिवर्सिटी जाते हैं, कॉलेज इंशाल्लाह जाएंगे, it's a very critical, I would say, transition from a student you are transitioning into a professional. The great thing about these internships is कि आपको एक opportunity मिलती है कि जो भी मेरा interest है, कि मुझे automobiles में जाना है, मुझे fashion designing करना है, मुझे accountant बनना है, मुझे chef बनना है, मुझे hospitality करनी है, तो it will give you a taste कि actually जो आपका interest है, is that good? So once you get to taste that, then it will give you some more time कि हाँ, right, hospitality, hotel industry, right, I like that. Let me get into it and see how it goes. और जब आप वो internship करेंगे, जब आप वो experience करेंगे, तो आपको वो एक positivity मिल जाएगी. Yes, this is what I want to do, and this is the track I want to go to. And for some reason you think that no, यार ये तो मैं कुछ गलत समझ रहा था. It was looking very glamorous and it was looking really amazing from the outside, but it's a completely different story inside. तो आपके पास अभी भी time होगा to go back to the drawing board, analyze what your skills are, analyze what your interests are, and kind of refresh of what you want to do. Agar benefits ki main baat karu, I can go on and on and on and on. But another very important benefit is it takes us out of our protected comfort zone. हमारे पेरेंट्स और हमारे घर में जो एक अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह एक माहौल है, the atmosphere that we in, it gives us the opportunity to break free from that comfort zone, from that security, and face the real world. It will give us a lot of confidence. It will actually help us realize certain skills, certain strengths that we never knew that we had. And it will give us an opportunity to network. आप जाएंगे, then you will get to know people working in professional organizations. So ये सब बहुत इन सब के benefits होते हैं. Now, summer में जब हम लोग इंडिया जाते हैं, पाकिस्तान जाते हैं, the people who are already in India and Pakistan, it is much easier for you guys to find some kind of an opportunity to work or some kind of a high school internship. Ask your father, ask your mother, कि, oh, मेरे फलाना uncle, फलाना chacha is the general manager of this organization. Can I just call him and see if he can help me with the job? And believe me, इसमें कोई शर्म और झिझक की बात नहीं है. इस तरह की young age पे अगर आप ऐसे calls करेंगे, maybe you know somebody who's a CEO or the vice president or somebody working in HR, अगर आप phone उठा के उनसे बात करेंगे कि uncle, Assalamu alaikum, I want to work with you. Believe me, they will call you immediately कि आओ, let's see what we can do, और जो आपको कुछ ना कुछ help करेगा. और बहुत important चीज summer internship में ये भी होती है कि you make these contacts और आपको एक mentor मिल जाता है. एक आपको एक professional atmosphere में एक ऐसा आदमी मिल जाएगा और एक ऐसी lady, एक ऐसी professional मिल जाएंगी जो आपको आपके future में guide करेंगी कि do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, and they will guide you, they will coach you, they will mentor you and help you again transition into the new world. Samira, please let me know how I'm doing on time, because I've got a million more things to say. No matter how bored everybody is getting, I really don't care.
You're doing fantastic on time.
Okay.
You're doing fantastic on time, but if you don't mind, this is an open mic session. We don't want to restrict our expert speakers to, you know, just to be limited to intervening on, to having their say only once. We want it to be interactive. If there is any question which is raised by our speaker, which any of our expert speaker can talk about, please, I would request you to raise your hands so that you may answer to that question. Sameer, if you don't mind, I would like to bring Anzar in here. Mr. Anzar, can you hear me? And there's a reason for that. So
hello.
Hello Anzar, how are you?
Hi, I'm very good. Hi, I'm so sorry I can't put the video on because I'm on the road traveling though.
But
I'm here.
Thank
Yes.
you, Anzar. There's a very special reason for bringing Anzar in today. So Anzar is based in Bhopal in India. He was studying in the International School of Jeddah. And Sameer, I just want to take your point a bit ahead that let's not forget that many of us are highly, highly fortunate to have these opportunities where we can call a friend of our fathers or a colleague or everyone. Anzar lost his father when he was very young. And whatever we see of him today, he is self-made. Okay, he did not have any connections. He did not have any financial resources. And when facing all of those constraints, when you go beyond that, then I'm very sorry to say that the high schoolers of today have no excuse. We are living in an age where each and every one of you has a mobile. You cannot give us an excuse as that kuch available nahi hai, main kya karu, main kahan jaun, main kidhar jaun. You've got the world at your fingertips. Please don't give us excuses that nahi hamare paas koi opportunity nahi hai, main kya karu, main kahan jaun. So let's come on children. Let's not do that anymore. We are living in a very comfortable, we are living very comfortably, and I mean and especially in Saudi Arabia, where our parents, they are working very, very hard, especially those parents who are first-time immigrants to Saudi Arabia. Look, I am a second-time immigrant. My parents immigrated, so now my children are third-time immigrants, right? They're set. They are set. They have no excuse not to explore opportunities. Okay, so Anzar, can I just request you to tell us a bit about yourself, please?
Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Anzar Khan, and I hope every one of you are doing.
I think we lost you. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, I'm on the road though, so there might be some connection errors. My humble apologies for that. Yeah, and also thank you, Mrs. Samira, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this platform of Padho and Padhao. And yes, I would just like to go ahead and say this, that it is not that hard for high schoolers to get an internship, as well as for me in my particular scenario, I did not have, as you mentioned, any contacts or anything particularly to get an internship, or speak to someone, or a relative, or any particular set of a backup for me to do it. But you have the world in your fingertips. That's the best thing for this new generation that is shown up. Everything is on your fingertips. If you want anything, it is there on your fingertips. The main thing is that you just need to have the will to go ahead and explore as well. Now, the best thing for me was that this platform was available for me. And yeah, the main things was for me that I had a lot of things which I needed to learn into, to get into this particular world of working into the corporate world, and to find what is good for me, basically. So I had to basically, do a little odd jobs, and also to find what is very good for me. I did it in hospitality. I went into hospitality. I went into sales. I went to door-to-door sales to find out what is the best for me to basically grow, and first of all improve my skills as in my communication skills, which is very very important when you are trying to improve yourself. As Mr. Sameer mentioned, that when you get into internships, there are a lot of benefits into it, where it improves your communication skills and time management as well. These are very much important when you are going to all of this, which helps you later on as well in life. So slowly but surely, it did take a lot of time for me to figure out what is the best for me. But doing these jobs made me realize, where my happiness lies, basically, where I, what is good for me and what is my interest. So when high schoolers basically go into internships, and no one has an idea of when you're into high school of what is good for you. You're still exploring, right? Your mindset is not clear कि आपको अभी करना क्या है. आपको क्या उसे बता दिया जाता है कि आपको ये बनना है, right? But there are a lot of people that they don't have an interest in that. जैसे हम लोग क्या इंडिया पाकिस्तान में होता है यूजुअली कि नहीं, आपको डॉक्टर या इंजीनियर बनना है, यही चीज बोली जाती है मैक्सिमम, ज्यादा से ज्यादा चीज. बट फॉर मी एज वेल दैट वाज द सेम केस, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट दो. मुझे भी यही बोला गया था, बट माय इंटरेस्ट वाज नॉट दैट. मुझे वो चीज नहीं करना था. I wanted to explore something for myself as well, and which is possible me nahi thi actually to go into that particular field. So I had to look for odd things and look ki mera interest kahan jata hai. Alhamdulillah, now I am at a place that I'm very happy. Alhamdulillah, I am the business development lead for Technitas Business Solutions, and I'm the business development lead for Asia Pacific, for the MENA region, and for North America as well. So I have the privilege of traveling as well with this job, where which I love, and also to do what I love basically. After doing a lot of exploring, after doing a lot of research and where my interest lies, alhamdulillah, now I am at the age of 27, I'm at a very good position, alhamdulillah, and still growing more. So the world is endless. You just have to find of where your interest lies, and yeah, shoot your shot basically.
That's thank you so much for that, Mr. Anzar. I think a couple of very important points that you have touched on. I think it might be a good idea for us as parents to know what is success. है ना, जैसे हमारे जमाने में या हमारे पेरेंट्स के जमाने में जो इंजीनियर या डॉक्टर होता था वो सक्सेसफुल है, और उन्हीं घरों से जब रिश्ते आए होते थे तो हाँ भाई and all of that stuff. But we've really moved very ahead. जो जॉब्स आजकल हम लोग कर रहे हैं, क्या पता कि वो 10-15 साल में वो जॉब्स ही ऑब्सोलीट हो जाएं, है ना? तो I guess we really need to take a step back, and as parents also not put undue pressure on our children कि नहीं भाई देखो ये 1-2 प्रोफेशंस हैं, तुम्हें तो ये करना ही है, ठीक है? जबकि आई एम बीइंग वेरी hypocritical here, because being the daughter of a doctor, मैंने अपनी 3 बेटियों में से एक बेटी को तो कह दिया कि नहीं, you have to be a doctor, ठीक है? और उसकी वजह ये है because I've seen कि भाई बहुत handy, it's so convenient having a doctor in the house. So yes, I'm being a bit hypocritical here, but my other 2 daughters, the older ones, I've actually given them some sort of liberty कि नहीं, make a profession, do something that makes you happy. It is very important, because अगर आपने वो profession नहीं choose किया जिससे आपको खुशी नहीं मिलती है, you may not be able to survive in that profession very long. आप रो के जाओगे अपनी job पे. That is also one thing. Having said that, I would like to bring in Miss Suha Shahzad, who is grade 12th high school student in Jeddah Prep and Grammar School in Jeddah. And Suha ka ye कहना है. Suha, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fantastic. So Suha, in fact, I was just chatting with her this morning, and she was so in for doing these high school internships, because uska ye कहना था कि when she went for her internship, it just sort of solidified the fact that yes, the field that I want to go into, now that I have gained practical experience in this field, it is actually the field that I want to make a career in. Is that right, Suha?
Yeah.
Can you want to tell us a bit more about what you're doing?
I want to go into law, and last week I had an internship at a law firm, Fenton's, I think. Yeah. Okay. So basically, before then, I wasn't really sure about whether I wanted to actually go into law or something else. But after getting experience at the firm, it finally solidified that I wanted to do this and not engineering or something else. The thing about work experience is that universities, they decide on the deciding factor for universities. It's always whether you have experience or not. Because there was this one person that my teacher mentioned once that he had amazing grades, but he couldn't get any offers until after he got volunteered and got some experience in the field that he wanted to work in. It can be frustrating because you need to go above and beyond to get admitted to your university choice. But the reason is that you can get the experience that you get from work can be invaluable. Like you learn so many new skills, and it helps you with like work out exactly what you want in life. And it takes away like that dream aspect of what your what the working life is going to be like. And it's
that's fantastic. That's fantastic, Soha. Thank you so much for that. And if I'm not mistaken, there are many other pupils who are with you, and all of who went for these internships. And that I just learned that this morning as well, that there are so many of your other pupils from your grade who in fact, they have been doing internships for a couple of years now. Right? I mean, though they're in high school and they will be passing out, I think, next year, this is not the first time that they've been doing they've been interning. Grade 9 or 10 से उन्होंने अपनी internship शुरू कर दी. So this is absolutely commendable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Soha. We really appreciate you taking the time to come on board today. You were obviously very highly recommended by our founder, Mrs. Nikat Jamil. She's never wrong. Okay, so we just go ahead and follow whatever she says, and she's been so the reason why you don't see her very active today is because tomorrow there is a math examination, and as you know that her teaching math is her passion, right? So, and she's recording this meeting, but I know that she's very busy today. And of course, how can we forget Mrs. Sana Junaid, who is the backbone of Padho and Padhao. And I think her son Ibrahim Junaid is also logged in. So yes, this is a family who is who's I mean, really, I have no words. They have done so much for this for our cause. I would like to now bring in Dr.
I'm
Sumbul.
so sorry to interrupt here. I know that there are panelists who are waiting. I'd just like 1 minute to just make a couple of points. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Please, no, not at all.
So just on just the 2 points that I'd just like to make here. With this, basically for the parents. Firstly, is one thing that we need to understand is something called dignity of labor. We should, when it comes to internships, we should never say कि नहीं हमारे घर के बच्चे इस तरह का काम नहीं करेंगे. अरे वो धूप में जाना होगा and all that. I was privileged enough to go to the UK to do my masters, और मुझे मेरी डिग्री ने इतना नहीं सिखाया जितना मुझे एक रेस्टोरेंट में, इंडियन करी रेस्टोरेंट में के बाथरूम साफ करने ने सिखाया और उनकी टेबल्स साफ करने ने सिखाया, taking the garbage out. So what I'm trying to say is कि आप जितना जो भी जॉब होगी वो कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा सिखाती है कि you never know कि वो learning आपके बच्चे को कहाँ ले जाए. So dignity of labor is something extremely important. The second point I just quickly like to touch, and once again, Samira, apologize for coming in and taking up this time, is that there are many places like in Saudi Arabia that there might be an issue कि यहाँ कोई opportunity नहीं है कोई internship करने की. Aqama problems, visa problems. When I go to India or Pakistan, तो वहाँ नहीं कर पाएंगे. तो as a parent हम क्या कर सकते हैं? हम as a parent एक अपने बच्चों को एक project दे सकते हैं. For example, अगर आप लोग holiday आप लोग एक plan कर रहे हैं, आप अपने बच्चे को ये एक project दे दें that here's your budget. This is the budget that we have. You go ahead and plan that holiday for us. Just check where can we go. What are the visa requirements? Which countries should we visit? Which cities should we visit? ये हमारा hotel है, ये इसके में budget में ये है. Make an Excel sheet out of it. What are the visa requirements? I mean, everything that you do, give this project to your child as a serious project with timelines, or with proper whatever coaching or help that you can give them. So, and at the end, ask them to make an Excel sheet, make a PowerPoint presentation, and at the end of whatever time that you give them, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and ask them to present themselves and give them the arguments why they should go for a vacation to this particular destination. And these are the pros, these are the cons, these are the expenses, here what we're going to save, so on and so forth. So this is just an example कि एक हम लोग अपनी तरफ से अगर for any reason our children cannot go out, हम क्या कर सकते हैं as parents to give more exposure, to give a more professional exposure to our things. They can collaborate with somebody else, they'll be speaking to travel agents, they'll be going online. So this way. So these are the two things: dignity of labor, and there's never an excuse. If for any reason they cannot go out, what is it that I as a parent can do for my child with the resources that I have to give my child that exposure of working in a professional. Thank you, Samira.
No, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Samir. Those are very, very crucial and important points. And I think, especially आपका ये जो dignity of labor वाला जो point है, I mean, you know, unfortunately या fortunately कह लें कि being देसी parents, हम लोग को ये realize करना चाहिए कि कोई काम छोटा नहीं होता. कोई काम छोटा नहीं होता. तो प्लीज आप ऐसा ना सोचें कि अरे आपके बच्चे ने घर पे लाइब्रेरी क्यों लगा दी, या आपका बच्चा लेमिनेट कैसे बेचेगा. I mean, बिल्कुल ऐसा ना सोचें. It's definitely better than staying at home the whole day and being on the screen and अपने रूम में बंद रहना. It's, believe me, you never know कि कौन सी जगह से उस बच्चे को कौन सी स्किल या इंस्पिरेशन मिल रहा है. तो I would like to now bring in Dr. Sumbul. Dr. Sumbul, I do know that you were having some some problem with the audio. Can you hear us now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can very much hear you. How are you doing?
Good. So thank you very much, Samira, for inviting me to this forum. And sorry, I've been in and out of this meeting because of Zoom issues. So I only caught like half of the conversation, but I think that a lot of points have already been made. And I think that a lot of important points about the importance of internships and what can be done about it has been covered. लेकिन मैं फिर भी कुछ ऐड करती हूँ, although थोड़ा सा repetitive होगा. I think समीर साहब ने भी ये कुछ बातें कही कि इंटर्नशिप्स क्यों इतना जरूरी है, और मैं एक सिंगापुर पर्सपेक्टिव इसमें लाना चाहती हूँ. मैं एक सिंगापुर यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड डिज़ाइन में काम करती हूँ. पहले मैं जद्दा में ही रहती थी, लेकिन कुछ साल पहले हम लोग सिंगापुर में शिफ्ट हो गए. यहाँ पे मैं रिसर्च का काम करती हूँ पिछले 8 साल से, और हम लोग इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट्स को प्रिपेयर करते हैं. और जैसा कि समीरा आपने भी कहा कि अब जो है दुनिया इतनी तेज रफ्तारी से बदल रही है कि आगे क्या जॉब्स होंगी हमें पता ही नहीं है. तो हम जिन बच्चों को एजुकेट कर रहे हैं, हमें ये ही नहीं पता कि 5 साल बाद जॉब्स होंगी क्या. क्योंकि आज की दुनिया में जो हमारे पास जॉब्स हैं और जो टेक्नोलॉजी हम देख रहे हैं, ये पहले 10 साल पहले नहीं था. तो आज जो जॉब्स हैं, जैसे फुल स्टैक डेवलपर, यूएक्स रिसर्चर, यूएक्स डिजाइनर, ये सब जॉब्स पहले नहीं थे. ये जॉब्स नए बदल रहे हैं, अभी नए डेवलप हो रहे हैं. तो हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी में एक हमेशा ये रहता है, वी नीड टू प्रिपेयर स्टूडेंट्स फॉर द फ्यूचर. इसलिए ये दुनिया ही इतनी वॉलेटाइल, एम्बिगुअस, कॉम्प्लेक्स हो गई है. यहाँ पे इतना सब कुछ इंटर रिलेटेड है कि स्किल्स डेवलप करना बहुत जरूरी है. और यहाँ पे समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि नॉलेज क्या चीज होती है, इल्म, और स्किल्स क्या होते हैं. तो नॉलेज तो आपको मिल जाती है, आजकल नॉलेज डेमोक्रेटाइज्ड है, और नॉलेज आपको मिल जाएगी गूगल पे, आपको मिल जाएगी यूट्यूब पे. टेक्स्ट बुक नॉलेजेस आजकल जो है इतने सारे कोर्सेज कोर्सेरा पे मिल जाएंगे, यूडेमी पे मिल जाएंगे. तो वो जो यूनिवर्सिटीज में या हाई स्कूल में जो आपको टीचर्स इम्पार्ट करेंगी नॉलेज, वो तो अपनी जगह है, लेकिन उस नॉलेज को अप्लाई करना, उसके लिए जो आपको स्किल्स चाहिए, वो स्किल्स आपको काम करने से ही आ सकते हैं. और काम करने जब आप काम करने जाते हैं तब आपको पता चलता है कि नौकरी करना और पैसे कमाना कितना मुश्किल काम है और कितनी मेहनत की जरूरत होती है, कितनी शदीद मेहनत आपको दिन ब दिन मुस्तकिल करनी पड़ेगी टू गेन एक्सपीरियंस। तो ये जो है ये स्किल्स की ज्यादा अब हमारे जैसे सिंगापुर में और यहाँ की यूनिवर्सिटीज में जोर जो है वो नॉलेज इम्पार्टिंग पे नहीं है, स्किल्स इम्पार्टिंग पे है। और हम लोग जो फोकस करते हैं कि भाई कोलैबोरेशन स्किल्स हो, टीम वर्क स्किल्स हो, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स हो, जिससे आप जाके और लोगों से बात करना आपको आना चाहिए, और लोगों से काम करवाना आना चाहिए, और लोगों के ऑर्डर सुनना आना चाहिए। तो ये स्किल्स आपको काम करने से ही मिल सकते हैं। और ये ही नहीं, जैसे कि आई थिंक यहाँ और बात भी हो चुकी है कि आपको प्रोजेक्ट कैसे मैनेज करना है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग कैसे करनी है। जब कोई प्रॉब्लम आपके सामने आती है तो आप क्या क्या कर सकते हैं उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए, बहुत ही जरूरी स्किल हो गई है आने वाली दुनिया के लिए, क्योंकि हमें नहीं पता कि जॉब्स फ्यूचर में कैसे होंगे। तो इसलिए ये स्किल्स आना, आपका माइंडसेट क्या है, आपका बिहेवियर का क्या है, एटीट्यूड क्या है वर्क की तरफ, ये सब चीजें ज्यादा जरूरी हो जाती हैं। तो ये माइंडसेट ट्रेनिंग होती है, आप अपना फोकस मेंटेन करना, जो कि आजकल के बच्चों में बहुत कम है और हम में भी कम हो रहा है, क्योंकि हम लोग ऐप से ऐप स्विच करते जाते हैं। तो एक काम को पकड़ के उसको फोकस्ड एक्टिविटी की तरह रोज दिन ब दिन करना, ये तो एक ऐसी स्किल हो जाएगी फ्यूचर के लिए जो कि मिलेगी ही नहीं। और फाइनली मतलब कितनी जॉब्स ऑटोमेट हो रही हैं, ये मतलब जो रेगुलर जॉब्स हैं ये तो होंगी नहीं। तो आपकी जो ह्यूमन स्किल्स हैं जो एक रोबोट में हो ही नहीं सकती, जैसे कि एम्पैथी, किसी और की जरूरतें समझना, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल हो जाएगी। और नर्सिंग स्किल्स मैंने सुना है, किसी और की देखभाल करना, दुनिया में नर्सेस की कमी होने जा रही है, तो ये एक स्किल, एक केयर गिविंग की स्किल है। ये सब स्किल्स हमें ऑब्वियसली घर से शुरुआत होती है, हम घर से सीखते हैं, लेकिन फिर ये सीधे आपको जॉब मार्केट की तरफ ले जाती हैं। तो आपको जब जॉब्स आप जब करेंगे तो आपको ये सारी स्किल्स काम आएंगी। तो ये सब तो थी बात as from the work perspective, from the job market perspective। लेकिन मैं एक माँ भी हूँ, मेरे बच्चे भी हैं, इसलिए माँ की हैसियत से मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इंटर्नशिप बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि मुझे अपने बच्चों को पैसों की अहमियत सिखानी है। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हम लोग ऐसे हैं कि हम लोग जो है मतलब ये बच्चों ने शायद जो मिडिल क्लास फैमिली से आते हैं सब कॉन्टिनेंट के, शायद उन्होंने और ओवरसीज रहते हैं, उन्होंने नीड्स नहीं देखे हैं, उन्होंने देखा नहीं कि जब नीड्स अनफुलफिल्ड होते हैं तो कैसी फीलिंग होती है। उनको लगता है कि भाई, और खासतौर से मैं अपने बच्चों के लिए कह रही हूँ, उनको ऐसा लगता है कि पैसे तो पेट पे लगे हुए हैं, मम्मी पापा ले आएंगे, सब चीजें मिल जाएंगी, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है। तो जब बच्चे जाएंगे मार्केट में और समझेंगे कि एक दिन मेहनत करना कितना मुश्किल काम है, और मम्मी पापा जो हैं वो जिंदगी भर ये करते आ रहे हैं और बच्चों के लिए करते जाएंगे, उनको पैसों की अहमियत आएगी। तो मैंने तो ये काम कर लिया, मैंने अपने बच्चों को बता दिया है कि भाई 15 साल पे मैं तुम्हें पॉकेट मनी तो मैं दूंगी नहीं, और तुम लोग ये सोच लो कि तुम लोग मुझे क्या गिफ्ट दोगे। तो इसी तरह से काम आगे बढ़ने वाला है। एंड वेयर देयर इज अ विल देयर इज अ वे। यहाँ पे बाकी सब लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि आजकल की दुनिया में नौकरी ढूंढना मतलब हाँ मुश्किल है, लेकिन अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी उतनी ज्यादा हैं, इतनी ज्यादा वेबसाइट्स हैं, आप इंस्टाग्राम पे बिजनेस कर सकते हो, आप इतनी मतलब एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की कितनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं। तो समीरा आप म्यूट पे हैं।
मैं तो बिल्कुल आप मेरी जूनियर थी स्कूल में, बट अब तो आप बहुत सीनियर हो गई हैं। अमेजिंग टिप्स। आई मीन सीरियसली वी ऑफन फॉरगेट लाइक कितनी बेसिक ह्यूमन स्किल्स होती है, लाइक एम्पैथी, है ना, कि जो हम लोग जो हमारे which is so important, which is such an important skill। वही कितनी बार हम लोग सुनते हैं ना कि kindness is the new cool, है ना। प्लीज अपने बच्चों को ये बात सिखाएं कि हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इट इज टू बी प्लेजेंट एंड काइंड, एम्पैथेटिक। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वालिटीज हैं, स्पेशली व्हेन दे गेट इनटू द कट थ्रोट वर्ल्ड ऑफ कंपटीशन एंड कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ, कि एक ना सिंपल थिंग्स, किसी का हक ना मारें, यू नो, बी सक्सेसफुल, बी लॉयल, बी, अगर आप इंटर्नशिप भी कर रहे हैं, अगर आप वॉलंटियर भी कर रहे हैं, तो then be punctual, you know, आप ये सब वो skills हैं जो I think हम लोगों की generation में भी कम हो गई थी और अब और आगे आगे कम होती जा रही हैं. तो these are very very important skills, and thank you so much for bringing in such I mean such an insightful angle to this topic. Dr. Sumbul के भी हमसे negotiations काफी महीनों से चल रहे हैं. So this is आज का दिन तो हम लोग record करेंगे because she finally made it on our platform. Same goes with Mr. Sameer as well, because last year से हम लोग उनसे बात कर रहे हैं. We've been wanting to bring him on board to have a training session, and I really hope inshallah that we can continue this association. And before I bring on a couple of more people who have been so kind enough to log in and who want to share their very important views with us, अभी तक हम लोगों के साथ जो हैं, जो parents हैं और जो students हैं, आप लोग कुछ questions पूछना चाहेंगे? Would you have any particular points or questions? Are you guys trying to intern somewhere but don't know how to go about doing it? Maybe you're expecting your parents to find something for you, but they're very busy and they are in a field that you are not too, you know, ये भी बहुत बार होता है कि आपके parents की जो field होती है, that doesn't interest you anymore. You want to go into a new field, so you don't even know how to start, right? What to do. So, dear students, you don't have to, don't worry, it doesn't have to be on audio, it doesn't have to be on video. You can even type your questions. You can WhatsApp us your questions, because देखिए, the reason why we're having this session today is for you guys. Right? हम लोग तो भाई हमें जो करना था, we're not high schoolers anymore. I mean, we have passed that stage. So the reason why we're having this session today is for high schoolers to realize how important gaining a particular set of skills is, which will eventually help you to get into better universities and of course better workplaces. So agar aapke koi questions hain, dear children, please aap this is the time is now. Or as parents, I can see there are many parents out here. If you have any particular questions, please do ask us. ठीक है? Because our experts are here. They have tuned in from Singapore or kahan se aaye, and obviously it's a weekend here. Still, people are giving us time. So please avail this opportunity. And I would also like to bring Askar sir in right now, who's been kind enough to tune in today. And sir, aap kya kehna chahenge?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So the first thing is a little bit difficult task has been put in front of me when you said that we have to speak in Urdu also. So I'll try my best, right? Because my thinking goes in English. क्योंकि मेरी उर्दू उतनी फसी नहीं है जितनी आप लोगों की है. So now, the first thing is, when I read the message of this internship thing posted by Miss Samira, there was a short message under that flyer too, which said that the things that we will be studying today in our schools and all the content, by the time we reach the job market, they might be obsolete. And as very rightly put even today by Dr. Sunbul, and also mentioned by Ms. Samira, that many of the jobs of today will be obsolete in the future. So taking from here, now let's think a bit. 100 years back or 50 years back, our parents, our forefathers could not even dream of the things that we are experiencing and witnessing today. Similarly, we also might not be able to dream or experience the things which the future generation will be experiencing 10, 20 years down the line. So the only thing, as some writer said, that the only thing we know about the future is that we don't know about it. The only thing we are certain about the future is that we are uncertain about it. Now, the challenge then remains to the parents, to the educationists, is how do we teach the things that we don't know? थोड़ी देर के लिए सोचें, right? Because when we don't know what lies ahead, what is it that we have to teach them? Because what you teach them now may become obsolete 10 years down the line. So then the answer is that we need to teach them those things that will endure, जो हमेशा के लिए कायम रहने वाले हैं, irrespective of what changes happen. For example, teach them the underlying principles of, as Dr. Sunbul said, of empathy, of, as Mr. Samir said, teach them of communications, teach them collaboration, how to identify their own strengths and how to identify their own weaknesses. And these can be happened through internship programs, as what the summer internship or the winter internship or whatever internship programs are there, as Mr. Samir rightly put it, by giving them projects. And definitely I would like to congratulate Mr. Anzar for the achievements, what he has accomplished, right? Irrespective of the hard circumstances that he has undergone. And as Ms. Samira rightly put it, that the students have no excuse whatsoever for them to grow. It was very beautifully put. And that reminds me of Alexander Graham Bell's statement. He said, listen to it very carefully, it was very beautiful. He said, man as a general rule owes very little to what he's born with. Man is what he makes of himself. So now, irrespective of what your circumstances are, you can take responsibility for your lives. And of course, for our children, we are responsible. So what is it that we have to teach? Any internship program, whether it's vocational, whether it's social, whether whatever kind of vocational program there is, it has to teach collaboration. It has to teach empathy. It has to teach how to synergize your efforts with others. And it has to teach that kindness and empathy. So any internship program which you put your child in, see to it whether these skills get developed or not. Now, inshallah, maybe on the same platform, each is a subject in itself. And we have experts like Mr. Samir who can probably elaborate on this when the time for that exclusive program comes, inshallah. So this is what I have to say. Teach them the principles, because principles remain. Methods may change. Practices may change. Techniques may change, but the principles will remain. The application of the principles will change. So I will just end my talk by quoting Emerson, Ralph Waldo Emerson. He once said, principles few, methods are many. Those who follow the principles can choose their own methods, but those who rely on methods alone, ignoring the principles, are soon to experience failure. So try to teach principles to our children, because it is the principles, the usul, that will endure. So inshallah, maybe some other time on each principle. Thank you very much. This is what I had to say. Thank you. Over to you.
अस्कर सर, आपने तो मतलब सुभान अल्लाह बहुत ही गहरी बात कह दी. मुझे नहीं पता था कि आप ये भी करते हैं. थैंक यू सो मच. मुझे तो यहाँ बैठे बैठे कुछ आइडियाज आ गए. I don't know if all of you remember कि the reason why Padho and Padhao was founded by Mrs. Nikhat Jamil 2 years back is because COVID नया उस वक्त शुरू हुआ था, and we had a very long summer ahead of us. ये हमें पता था कि 3 महीने तो बच्चों को घर पे रहना ही है. तो यहाँ जो सऊदी अरेबिया से हम लोग जाते थे छुट्टियों पे, we used to go back to Pakistan and India, वो नहीं होगा. तो that is when so many of our elder students came forward to मतलब उन्हीं students की वजह से तो हमारे ये platform शुरू हुआ है, because they came ahead and they took the opportunity to teach younger students. तो let's just go back there. I mean, क्योंकि मुझे इतने questions आ रहे हैं अभी यहाँ अलग से कि आप मुझे बताइए कि कहाँ से हम internship opportunities ढूंढें. Overseas मेरा बेटा मस्कत में है, what can he do? Please join our initiative. There is so much you can do. आपको लगता है कि अरे आपकी skills नहीं है, but आपकी skills हैं. And I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't want to boast here. But next week मेरी बच्चियों की छुट्टियां हैं, तो they've made a 5-day program. They have made a 5-day art program. My youngest is 10 years old. And 5 दिन का उन लोगों ने art program बनाया है. And bringing Sameer's point in, the fees for each class is Saudi Riyal 20. Okay, and it's here in our house, and they've made a flyer. They have sent the flyer to the community, and 5 दिन की वो art classes ले रहे हैं और 1-1 घंटे की वो art class है. तो you see, आप don't think कि हम क्या करें. There is so much that you can do. कल यहाँ पास का कोई स्कूल है, वहाँ summer camp शुरू होने वाला है. So I have written to the principal कि आपका जो कल से summer camp शुरू होने वाला है, can I send my eldest to volunteer? तो ऐसा ना सोचें कि opportunities नहीं है, opportunities हैं. थोड़ा सा बस हमको out of the box सोचने की जरूरत है. And Mr. Sameer, would you like to talk about that particular question कि यहाँ Saudi Arabia में, are there, not only in Saudi Arabia, even in the GCC, यहाँ internship opportunities हम expatriates के लिए होती हैं या अभी भी मुश्किल ही है?
देखिए, in Saudi Arabia, with the laws changing and with the Saudiization, it's becoming quite difficult for internships. It's not a no-no, right? But it's become very not that easy, because if when I was working in Jeddah for Movenpick, there were so many kids who used to come from any nationalities, and we used to kind of put them in the discipline that they wanted to be in. However, it's getting a little difficult in Saudi Arabia. But having said that, everything's online now. I don't have the resources right now to tell you what those are, but if we go ahead and have a look online, we would find a plethora of websites, of companies who are doing internship online. And when you talk about internship online, of course, it's like an office atmosphere. You'll be connected online, you'll have to conduct meetings and everything like that. Another option, again, thinking out of the box, is that when we might have some friends and relatives who live in countries like the UAE or Bahrain, where there are lots of opportunities for internships. I know it's a bit a wild question, but we need to think out of the box. For example, my brother lives in Dubai. I can send my son to Dubai to look for a job, and he can continue his internship there. Again, going back to India, going to the US. And like I said earlier, pick up the phone, right? My uncle works as a marketing manager in Pepsi. I'll ask Ahmed to give him a call and probably ask him, is there anything? You never know what might strike there. But the takedown is go online. I'll do some research as well, and Sameera will probably share with you the resources or where they're offering online internships.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Sameer. So I think we've had, it's great. This open mic session has almost lasted an hour. So any final thoughts, Dr. Sumbul? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for, I can see your hand is raised.
So I just wanted to add to what Mr. Sameer just said. I'm not sure how it is currently in Saudi Arabia and GCC, but at least, from in this part of the world, there's a lot of opportunities for remote work. And I don't know if something like freelancer.com or, AngelList, where a lot of startups come, and the startups are looking for, freelancers who can do like small jobs for them. If something of that sort exists in that part of the world, that could be very, very helpful, because I know a lot of people who do this kind of remote work. So, don't need to be anywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
there's an opportunities.
Adding to what Dr. Sumbul said, you guys follow so many people on YouTube, I'm sure, the ones who are legitimate, right? So why don't you just reach out to them and say maybe you can help them in that particular YouTube channel or whatever they're doing. Again, you need to check with your parents with that before you do it.
Yeah.
In contact, that a huge big disclaimer. But there's
Yeah.
like this guy Nas Daily and these guys. Just reach out to them. You never know where it might strike.
Lead
I
you
mean,
to.
the world is at your feet with the click of a mouse. And I would also, it might be premature, but just you have your Facebook accounts. I think you might be on Instagram, all monitored by your parents. Go open a LinkedIn account. I don't know. You might be out of place there. Just go put your picture there. Start liking the companies that you like Google or Microsoft or Ferrari or whatever. Just get on LinkedIn. That would be your first step to your professional journey.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That's professionals like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. In सब पे छोटे-छोटे businesses चलाए जा सकते हैं.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. बिल्कुल चलाए जा सकते हैं. And I think that's a wrap. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
We were very unsure about this topic, but अब क्योंकि गर्मियों की छुट्टियां हमारे सर पे हैं, and I think हम लोग और encourage हो गए कि नहीं ये बच्चे घर पे नहीं रह सकते. They have to do something.
Adding to that, I have this very bad habit of interfering, especially when Sameera is speaking. So ये बिल्कुल हम लोग की scheme नहीं है to get rid of you कि छुट्टियां आ रही हैं इन लोगों को बाहर फेंको. That's not at all. और काफी heavy duty चीजें आपको बताई गई हैं. A lot of serious stuff has it, and we showed you some realities which might be scary, but don't worry, guys. Life takes you where you want to go. Just enjoy the journey. Be persistent. Be honest to nobody. Don't be honest to your father. Don't be honest to your mother. Be honest to yourself.
Yeah.
Once you're honest to yourself, everything's taken care of. So don't get scared of. You might get scared of what all we said. Oh my God, ab kya hoga? Ye paisa kamana hai, all that. Life's a journey. Enjoy it. Leverage your strengths and do whatever you feel like. And inshallah, everything will work out. Right now, I promise to shut up and put myself on.
No, please. That's a beautiful thought. And is there a question from Farhina? I thought okay. No, I think that wasn't a question. Sameer, that was a thumbs up to your statement, which I thought was a question. So thank you so much, all of you. I mean, we can't tell you how appreciative we are for giving us your time. And please watch this space. We do have a YouTube channel. We do have an Instagram account, but Padho and Padhao is the most active on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp group is the way that we connect with because for us it's a personalized connection to the people who are on board. I mean, I'm sure most of you are on our group. Even if you're not, we can always DM you and keep you posted of the events that are happening. Thank you so much. And that's me signing off. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.